Hi, so this one is about past lives. I've been thinking, after yesterday's video, the one with the dream and the stone and the maybe glitch in the matrix, I've been thinking about all the strange things that have happened to me during my life. And I mean, strange things happen kind of all the time. We rarely notice, but they do. And sometimes I do too. But if I think back, most of them happened when I was a kid. So I thought that I heard many times that until you are 6, you're not really fully anchored in this lifetime. And so it's easier for young kids to remember about past lives or life between lives. And yeah, if I think back of my life until the age of 12 or 13, many weird things were happening. And like every single night I would have nightmares, every single night. And almost every night there was someone chasing me, wanting to kill me, either with a knife or there was a squad with guns. And that is when I learned how to switch from one dream to the other in order to avoid being killed by these people in my dreams. And I learned how to live in my dreams. I had many lucid dreams. That is also when I learned to fly in my dreams. So not everything is negative, I guess. But then these dreams suddenly stopped when I got my period. Something else that went on throughout my childhood and then stopped at 12 or 13 was that I was feeling like a boy. I was sure I was a boy in a female body. So I would wear mainly boyish clothes, and I didn't want to look girlish. And also when I went to the beach, I asked my mom to buy, I was wearing these boyish trunks, never a bikini, never, until I was, I think, 11 or 12, when I couldn't avoid having a female body. And then when my period came, I became a woman. I felt like a woman, and I've felt like a woman since. So I guess I must have been a man in my previous life before this one, and I was still remembering that. I was still feeling that kind of life instead of this new one until I was 12 or 13. And then when I was a little girl, this happened quite a few times until the age of 6, I would say, that I would start crying with my mom and getting angry with her because I wanted something like I remember one instance with some pajamas that I really wanted one evening, and I said, I want to wear those pajamas. And my mom said, you never had those pajamas. And I was like, no, I have that. And I got crazy because I remembered having something that I actually hadn't, but I was so sure. And this thing of me being a child, remembering having something that according to my family I never had, was quite traumatic actually. So I spent most of my life, until very recently, with this deep anchored feeling that I am misunderstood in this life, that people don't get me, and misunderstanding is a main issue in all my dreams, used to be a main issue in all my dreams. I would always dream that I spoke and nobody would hear me or nobody would understand me. And this started at a very young age, when I was sure I was speaking about something real, and it wasn't real for my family, because it probably, I'm now thinking, belonged to a previous life, not this one. So I am thinking now, how many strange things must happen all the time. We just don't take notice. And please stop and think about anything that doesn't add up, that doesn't make sense, that people look at you and say, no, that didn't happen. How many of those happened to you? I'm sure there are many. So this is 2025. Things come to the surface more easily. We remember more easily. We start to peel past the first layer to the second and third and 100th, and so on and on. And it's a never-ending unfolding. It's so fascinating.